Howdy, howdy. Welcome back to the Hardcore Podcast. This is episode 55, and I'm your host, Christopher Norwood.
And I'm your host, Robert Melton.
So, buddy, anything new? What you been up to?
Surprisingly, there are a few new things.
Nice. Update me.
So,
Update us.
let's see. Haven't played Baldur's Gate since we last played.
Same.
That was probably 3 weeks ago, at least.
I'm surprised, but yes, it has been about
Yeah.
like 3 weeks.
So I was like, wanting to play a video game. So I was like, what do I want to play? Been in a big wrestling kick here lately.
Nice.
Watching a lot of wrestling before I go to
mean,
bed.
Ew.
Professional
Ick.
wrestling, not that amateur shit.
No Mucha Lucha, Luchador?
No, I haven't seen that show in 20 years, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So I decided to buy 2K23 WWE.
Nice. Nice.
And I gotta say, that shit is pretty fun.
Nice.
Huge upgrade from the last one I played. That was, I think, 2016.
2003?
No.
PS2?
No, dude. Last
SmackDown vs. Raw?
SmackDown versus Raw 2007
Triple
and
H with long
2008
hair?
and 2009 were all goated. Fucking, yeah, good ass games right there. But this one's pretty damn good.
Nice. Have you like played with anyone or like online or anything?
I tried to
tested that out?
search for a online match yesterday, but nobody came up. It was like some specific one for like a specific game mode that I was trying to get some points for, but nobody was in it. It was like a 2v2 or some shit.
Tell us about your meme of a character that I'm sure you created.
I actually didn't. I tried to resemble myself as much as possible.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I'm
Yeah.
surprised, but I'm here for it. That's what I usually do.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because in the game, you can like, there's like a huge list of like names. And obviously, I have a pretty common name, Robert. Unfortunately, my last name was not in there, so.
You don't get to put in your own your own name?
No, you can. But if you pick through it, the commentators will like announce you and shit like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So I had to go with Robert Lee. That's my wrestler name.
No,
Which is still
yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
That's my middle name. Unfortunately, they probably would not have Chris Norwood, but they would have your middle name because it's common.
Chris Anthony. Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, he my wrestler resembles me as much as I could get. There is like an option to like if you like search for like a face texture, you can online, you can like face swap your own face onto it and then import it and then like do like all the little details to like get your face in there.
Did you do that?
I didn't. No, I'm thinking
Oh,
about
wow,
going
that's
back
super
in there and doing it.
Oh, you can only do it in the beginning.
No. You can do it at any point,
Oh,
but
okay.
I didn't realize that until afterwards. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just go back to that. God, it took me so long to customize my character. There's so many fucking options in that game.
Oh,
dude.
really?
Yeah.
That's sweet.
But it was a lot of fun.
Is this like a super realistic looking
Yes.
wrestling game?
Yes.
Nice.
By far the most realistic out of any of them.
Oh, hell yeah.
But
Because I haven't, again, played since
yeah, dude, it's fun.
07, 08, 09
That's insane.
maybe.
Yeah,
But
those are the
it's
good,
been a while.
good fucking golden years right there.
Yeah. Especially the, like the ones on the 64,
Oh, yeah, dude.
where like every character looks the same, but it's just
Literally. Like, am I playing Stone Cold or Goldberg?
right, laughably. Just hilarious.
Just a bald
The
guy.
polygons.
Yeah. What about you? Anything new?
No games. I've been wanting to play some games, but I haven't played any new games. But I have been going through Yu Yu Hakusho again. Pick that up.
Was that a bedtime show for you, or you just been watching it willy-nilly?
That was like kind of willy-nilly. But that was kind of like a show I was watching while like I'm eating something. Watch an episode, maybe two.
Yeah.
There'd be some days where I may watch 3 or 4. Still in season 1, but I'm loving that. I haven't seen that in years.
Yeah.
10 plus years.
Damn.
But that is one of the GOATs for sure. I've been really enjoying that. And then with like the Attack on Titan hype, the finale just released, and I did not retain like any of that season 4, and I didn't even finish.
Well, I mean, it's hard when it comes out in a fucking 2-3 year long period.
Yeah,
you
so
know?
we got like season 4 part 1 like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Then we got season 4 part 2 a year ago, last year, and then we recently got season 4 part 2 part 1
Yeah.
earlier this year, and then we just got season 4 part 2 very recently. Like a
Fucking
week or two ago
insane.
or something.
They milked that shit.
They really did. But I haven't seen any spoilers. I've been doing, I do pretty good in general with avoiding spoilers.
Yeah.
But I've seen that people are raving about it.
yeah,
Like
dude.
apparently it's like boohoo, it's like really sad, just really good. So I was like, I have to go through all of it all over again. So I'm rewatching season 4. And when I watched it the first time, I was watching the sub because it was just coming out. And I'm watching the dub now. And this is an amazing dub. I
Oh, yeah.
forgot how good this dub
Yeah.
is.
I'm gonna rewatch it once the dub's like fully out.
Again, I'm not one of those like I only watch the sub kind of guys, but there's many anime where like the sub is superior, and I will
Mhm.
agree to that. But this is this is one of the best dubs for sure.
Yeah. The only
I mean,
thing.
you got Matt Mercer playing Levi. I don't know
Yeah.
if you knew that.
oh yeah,
But
I
yeah, he
did.
plays Levi.
The only
it's
thing
just
about
fucking
like
amazing.
sub that gets me is like, because I don't mind watching a sub. Although if it's like very good dub, I'm gonna go to that every time.
Yeah,
But with a sub, if I look away for a second, I gotta fucking rewind it
yeah, it's
because I don't know what's
not-
happening. I can't speak Japanese.
Yeah, I can't. Hell, Yu Yu Hakusho. That's another just fucking goated dub right there, and that's like an older dub too.
Yeah.
That's like 90s. But yeah, I can't watch sub anime and eat. Like
Oh,
that's
yeah.
not what I'm
No, that's
watching. while
awful.
I'm eating. Yeah, 'cause I'm definitely missing a lot there. But yeah, so been watching through Yu Yu Hakusho, trying to balance those two without like dropping one as I notoriously do. So watching through those. We recently had a Halloween party
Yes, we did.
this past weekend. That was a lot of fun. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Okay.
course.
Okay.
The
'Cause
fuck?
I had a really good time, but Kansas was a little bummed because she didn't think people were having a good time.
Really?
Because I had brought it up, I was like, it was kind of cool because like we weren't like no one was like drinking.
Yeah.
I was like, it was kind of nice in my opinion, at least. And
Yeah.
She was like, I don't know. She felt bummed. She felt like people didn't have fun. I was like,
That's crazy.
I at least did. It seemed like everyone had a good time.
Yeah.
And it was nice because like people weren't over till like 3 a.m.
No,
I
I think it
think
was, like,
everyone
12 at
left
the
at like
latest.
12,
Yeah.
12:30. So that I've had a lot of just like adult shit going on, having to fix this, fix that, put money towards this, put money towards that. Got my pool closed, winterized, done with that. Ordered a dumpster, throwing out a lot of shit. Got a new couch. This was probably like a week and a half ago. I did play a little bit of Super Mario Wonder. with
Oh, you
my
did?
Dad. Yeah, my dad has it.
Oh, that's right.
And
You,
I
you
went
were
over
telling
there.
me about that.
He's
I
already beat it.
think. Of course.
But
I think it is somewhat of a short game, which I mean, it's Mario. So.
yeah, I mean, you could really go through if you're like putting hours in. You could go through it in a couple days.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, there's reasons to go back. There's a lot of stuff to collect. and
Yeah, as
Like,
we've
if-
seen.
If you want to get everything in 100% it, then yeah, you're gonna have to put some hours in.
Yeah.
But it's what you would expect from a Mario game. It wasn't like I think we were almost expecting something like even greater, but it's just a classic Mario game. There's just new gimmicks added in. It was fun, Again,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
what you would expect. Have you played? Well, I'm sure you would have said it, but are you gonna play the new Spider-Man anytime soon? Is that one you're wanting to hop on?
I've not really thought about it, no. Although I want to. I just don't have like an itch for it at the moment. You know?
Exact same. Yeah.
Like I never even finished the second one, or sorry, the first one, and I've
Same.
played it like tried to play it like 3 times. I think I've gotten pretty close to the end, but
Did you touch the Miles Morales?
no, I never
Not
even
at all.
touched that one.
Yeah, I'm definitely behind there. But it's the same. Like I want to play it at some point, but I feel like I need that particular itch.
Oh my god, I gotta add something to my notes real quick.
But as far as things that are like new and what's going on, that's really it.
Well,
There's definitely some games I want to play. I have a list of games that I'm like, a couple of them are coming out soon, but a couple of them are out.
Yeah.
That I definitely want to hop on. I'm just trying to figure out what is that one. I still have Let's Go Pikachu. I recently bought that I need to play, but yeah, that's about it.
Well, let's roll this intro and then get into some more talk. Whoops. Banger alert.
Finger alert.
So, that note that I wanted to write down was speaking of Spider-Man, Miles Morales, it got me thinking about Colton. He had played those.
Yeah.
So, did he send you screenshots of him buying a PS5?
Yes.
He's a fucking idiot.
Why?
Okay, so
did he get the old one?
Yes.
Like the original one?
Yes.
I shouldn't say old, but
He sent me a screenshot of a listing on Amazon. No reviews. He was like, this is only $45 more, so I got this. It was a PS5 with, I think, 2.1 terabytes.
2.1?
Yes. 2.1 terabytes. I guess they had somebody put a custom SSD in it.
Oh.
Well, you know how much you paid for that?
I didn't even pay attention to like the price.
He paid $750 for that thing.
Why?
Because he's a fucking idiot. That's why.
What?
Yeah, he was like, this is only $45 more, which in...
What do you mean $45 more?
That's what I said. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
$245 more?
Like, I was having a conversation with him, and he was like, oh, like, this is like later. This is like hours later. He was like, oh, I meant that it was $45 more than the 1.8 terabyte or something. So he was like, fuck it, I'll just get this. And I was like, dude, why don't you just wait until the new one comes out in literally like a month? And that one has a terabyte, and you don't play PlayStation games, so you're not going to fill up a terabyte on a PlayStation.
That's exactly what I was thinking of. I'm like, why are you worried about that storage space when you... Dude, the last console you gamed on was a 360.
Yeah. So
You're not a console gamer.
He spent $300 more than he should have.
Well, my thing is, like, is this a good legit, like, Sony PS5 extra storage?
No.
Because that storage is really expensive, to be fair.
Well, I mean, I assume it probably is, but it wasn't like it. I literally searched it on Amazon, the listing he gave me in a screenshot, and I looked at it, and there was no reviews or anything. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing,
Did
dude?
it come in? Like,
So here's the thing.
Legit?
When he was at the Halloween party, I think, he was talking to me about it. Apparently, they had refunded it. I was like, dude, put in a refund, get the new one.
Right.
Get the new console. Why would you
Yeah.
not? So he put in the refund, and it was like, oh, it already shipped, so I couldn't do nothing. And then later he tells me, he was like, oh, well, they're still sending it. Like, it still went through, but I still got my refund. So I guess we'll see if it shows up or not. I don't know. I haven't talked to him
So
since.
he
I
definitely
imagine
got
not.
refunded.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, what a fucking... What? Isn't that so stupid?
It is stupid. I don't know if he's just so used to, like, PC and just
He's like, expensive.
that price range.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, this is normal, $700. Yeah, I guess the consoles nowadays, they're inflation. They're just that expensive now.
Yeah, like, bro, do some research before you go buying some shit.
Yeah, that's crazy because, like, that's really stupid of him, but he's not dumb.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like he would be the research type.
Yeah, I was like, out of everybody, I did not expect this to come from you. Well, I didn't say that, but I was just thinking
I'm not mad, Colton. I'm disappointed.
Honestly.
I expected a little more from you.
Fucking console peasant.
But I mean, all that aside, that's pretty exciting.
No, it is.
Colton
yeah.
Is that he's getting a PS5.
I'm just really hoping his first game is Ragnarok.
I thought I remembered that in the screenshot. Didn't it come with Ragnarok?
Oh, it may have been like
may have been a
Ragnarok
download.
edition. Yeah.
Yeah, download code.
Yeah.
But I guarantee that's the first game.
Yeah.
That should be everybody's first game if you're just getting a PS5.
Yeah. They're doing Spider-Man 2
Or
editions.
That. Yeah, or that. Especially him since he's played both.
Yeah.
I think he's played Miles
I feel like
Morales.
he would probably play God of War first.
Yeah.
Because, I
Yeah.
mean, it's fucking God of War. Greatest game of all time.
It's pretty damn. It's pretty
10 out
damn
of 10.
amazing. Yeah. 11 out of 10.
Yeah.
Would play again. Want to play again.
As far as consoles go, did you see the Steam Deck is getting an OLED?
Like a new version?
Yep.
No, I did not.
Yes. So,
Real quick.
sure.
Just because we're talking about the PS5, if I still want to, I have a question pertaining to it. What do you think of the new Slim model? Because it's been kind of getting somewhat shit on from what I see.
Yeah. I don't necessarily hate it. Like, make it small if you want to. I mean, it's literally the same console, just slightly smaller. They do
Yeah.
them for pretty much every console now.
Like, if you look at it from the front, like, I wouldn't say it's, like, any thinner. Like, that's almost what you think of when, you hear Slim. But, like, when you look at it from, like, the width of it, it looks a lot smaller. And, again, how you can, like, attach and detach the
side
like
plates
the
and
disc.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that too. I think it looks pretty sweet. Again,
Yeah.
it's that same, like, design, but I'm pretty happy with it.
Well, I was looking at, I seen some comparisons online recently, probably a few days ago, and it's really not that much smaller, dude. It's like very
Really?
minuscule.
Like, they've
yeah.
had it? Oh, well, just from the pictures, I guess it fooled me.
Yeah.
But it looks like
I mean,
a good amount.
On the dimensions, when you read them, it definitely looks significantly smaller, or at least you would picture it that way. But if you look at it in the comparison screenshots, it's
What about
barely a
was
difference.
the weight on there? Like the weight in comparison?
I don't
How much
even remember.
lighter it is?
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Hmm.
But I mean, with the removable like side panels and shit, like that's cool because you can customize all that if you want.
Yeah, the customization. Yeah.
And it's not any more expensive. So like if you are gonna get one, just get the smaller one.
Yeah. And is that out?
I don't think it's out yet.
Okay.
It
it
might
comes
come
out
out like
this
end of the month,
Okay. Yeah, just wait.
like holiday shit. Yeah.
And I mean, you also get extra storage. You get a
Yes.
full terabyte.
Yeah.
So, like, we'll take that.
Of course. Yeah.
So, all right. So, Steam Deck, new
Yeah.
version. It has OLED.
It has OLED, which I think is slightly more pixels or something versus like the standard model.
Oh, so like the resolution's better too?
I believe so.
Oh.
I want to say so. From the comparison I've seen, the standard model is a 256 gigabyte.
Oh, that's standard.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
standard.
okay.
Whereas the OLED model has a 512 gigabyte and a terabyte.
I thought you were about to say 5 terabytes. I'm like,
No.
what?
That thing would be massive,
What?
probably. Well,
I think it
don't
would
know.
be expensive as fuck.
It would be very expensive, yeah. But I mean, SSDs are pretty small now.
Yeah.
It has better battery. The standard has 3 to 12 versus the newest OLED has 3 to 12 hours, and the standard has 2 to 8. So that's a significant difference.
Yeah.
For that. I mean, it is a Steam Deck.
That's quite the range.
It is,
Like
yeah.
it could last as little as 3 hours.
But I
It
mean,
could last as long as 12 hours.
if you're like, say, playing Cyberpunk or something, you're running that bitch on max.
Yeah, if you're playing Cyberpunk, I don't even think you're getting the 3 hours,
I
if
know.
I'm being honest.
Yeah, but a Switch, because I had Switch comparisons on there too, that was only getting like 9 max.
The
So,
Switch was?
yeah.
The OLED Switch?
I believe so. Yeah, so that's a pretty big difference.
I guess that's why the past models were like going on sale.
Maybe.
Like why they were so cheap.
Hmm.
Not so cheap, but why there was such a good sale on them because
Yeah.
maybe they were getting ready to push the new model out.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah.
But the price difference, I guess this is probably the selling point on most people. So standard $399.
So
I believe
so
that's
for
the one that Matt has.
the
I'm not quite sure.
256
Yes.
for the 256 gigs.
Yeah.
I think that
Standard screen.
because like for a Steam Deck, if I was to get one, I would probably be more than okay with a 256 gigabyte model.
I don't
Just
know if I
because
would.
like I'm not going to play Baldur's Gate. I'm not going to play
I
Baldur's
mean,
Gate on it.
that type
That's
of
a
game,
huge game.
definitely not.
I'm not going to play Modern Warfare on it. But I would probably use it for like more indie-esque games.
I agree with that. Like party animals, shit like that.
Yeah, that are probably, I mean, I don't really know, but like 20 gigs max,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
So by the time, if I ever fill that thing up, I can just be like, oh, well, I haven't played this in a year, you know?
Yeah.
Uninstall. Just play that whole game.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, standard edition is the only one that comes with 256. So if you want the OLED, you got to get the 512 minimum.
Oh, you have to get the 512.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
the OLED is only 512 and 1 terabyte.
Okay, so it would definitely be 512 then.
Yeah.
Because if I'm getting that, I'm getting the OLED.
Right.
Like that is like when I look at my Switch and Kansas has the OLED, like it's nice. And I like handheld. I know you're not the biggest handheld guy.
Not anymore. I'd just rather
but
sit on a screen.
if you're playing handheld, that's where it's really gonna
But
make a
also
difference.
fucking hate Joy-Cons. So
Yeah. Well, when Matt and Sharon showed us
that thing was
their
nice.
Steam Deck, dude, those analogs felt really good.
The
Those
analogs,
joysticks,
the haptic feedback on the fucking touchpads.
I thought it was pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
For the size, I thought it was pretty light too.
Yeah, and Steam does not have like a very good track record with hardware. So this is like huge for them.
I feel like they've been doing really good with like optimizing that thing.
Yeah.
Like optimizing games for that, the handheld.
Yeah, because this has been in the
Steam
works
Deck.
for, God, so long. I remember years ago hearing about them making like their own like system.
Right. Oh, yeah. Well, they did have, I forgot what it was called, but they had some type of, didn't they have some type of
like
console?
their own, some
thing?
type of console. But
They're so old now. I think.
I mean, it's basically a computer,
Yeah. It has like a GTX 750 type. It's like it's pretty old.
But before that, they had that like tethering system where you could like have it connected to your computer and play it downstairs, but it was like super shitty.
Yeah.
They had the Steam controller, super shitty. It was just like a bunch of plastic clicking together.
Right.
But ever since the Index, I guess they were just like, fuck it, we're going all in.
Yeah.
Because the Index, that's the best VR headset around nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
And then now you have the Steam Deck, which is fucking awesome. But the 512 model for that is $549.
Okay.
And the 1 terabyte is $649. So
Damn.
it is unfortunate that it's like, it boosts that much.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking like, damn, you double the gigs for just an extra $100. Like, why not at that point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you're serious about like, say you don't have a PC or something, you get the 1 terabyte for sure, because that's a fucking huge bang for your buck.
Yeah.
Having a portable PC, playing any fucking Steam games,
Right.
all that shit. So
especially like I imagine me taking that thing to work, and then I have like my mobile hotspot. Not that I'll be downloading games on there, but like the right spot, I could still like play online.
Yeah,
at work.
that's true.
That's pretty cool.
Sure.
Even, I don't know if that would still be something I would realistically get. Like if I was to get it, I would definitely get the OLED model, but I just don't know. Like I'm just happy with my Switch.
Yeah, I think it was at the Halloween party we were talking about this. With Ashley, saying something about her not having a PC.
Oh, I kind of remember that conversation.
Then somebody brought up a Steam Deck, and I was like, "That's fucking genius. That's like something she needs."
Oh, she would love that.
Yeah,
Oh
I'd never
gosh,
even thought about. Like,
yeah, seriously,
her a
Ashley,
Steam
you
Deck.
think the Switch has a lot of cozy games?
For
You
real,
ain't seen
dude.
nothing.
Dude, you gotta fucking see all the porn games on Steam.
I mean that too, but like all the sales, like you could get all those
sales
games dirt cheap.
Yeah,
CD keys,
like fucking Steam was selling.
G2A.
Yeah, honestly, that's actually no, I didn't. I was gonna get the WWE game from there, but it was actually on sale on Steam, so I got lucky. For cheaper. But what the fuck's that game she's been playing? Fae Farm. That was $60 on fucking Nintendo Switch versus $40 on Steam. That is insane.
Yeah, and that's just like base price on
Yeah.
Steam, no sale. Yeah,
And
that's not. I
The
mean,
Switch
I just,
has shit sales.
unless you're like Animal Crossing, maybe Story of Seasons, Harvest Moon, just because like they've been in the game for a while.
Yeah.
Other than that, you should not be releasing the game at $60
No.
for a cozy game.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess there is the argument of like, why not? Because like those are the type of games where you really put hours in, so you definitely get your money's worth. But still, like it's not like a AAA game,
No.
you know.
Yeah, I was kind of floored when I seen that. I was like, how?
Did you buy it? Did you
No,
buy it for her? Oh, she bought it.
actually, I'm not positive. Actually, I may have bought it for her.
Has she still been playing it?
I don't think she's played it in a while. She's been So actually, I wanted to get to this.
Yeah.
I
Segway.
started my first audiobook the other day.
Wow, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah. Well, I'd
Hell yeah.
been wanting to get into audiobooks for a couple years now, but I'm
Or just reading books in general.
yeah,
Yeah, I feel
but
that.
I'm like so enveloped in fucking podcasts and shit
Yeah.
that it's just like I have so many podcasts I listen
Well,
to that I
that's
got to
the
catch
thing,
up
you
if I
have
start an
so
audiobook.
many.
Yeah.
It's easy for me because like actually I do listen to two. So obviously remember the game, and then I like have you heard of the Minimalist?
I've heard of that, yeah.
Yeah, I like their stuff too.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean two, it's like easy to keep up with. I can still do things where you're like, oh wow, I got hours worth of podcasts to
Yeah.
catch up on.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
yeah, there's this audiobook I've been listening to called Fourth Wing, which
Fourth
is
Wing. I think I've heard Ashley and Kansas talk
yes,
about this.
yeah, Kansas read it. I guess in her book club,
Mm-hmm.
and Ashley read it when it released. You know, back in May or some shit. I don't even remember. But the newest one just released Tuesday.
Okay.
The second edition, or not second edition, but like the sequel.
Right.
So she's been reading that, and I just started the first one, and I just got to a part like on the way here that's pretty fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
Like I'm stoked to listen to more of it.
It's cool when you like get into new media for
Mhm.
you know, because like when I started reading, not that I'm an avid reader, but like there are times where I feel that itch and I'm just like reading a bunch. I hated reading for the longest time. Let me start with that. So when you like kind of get into it, you're like, oh man, this is like crazy, because you almost forget you're like reading or listening. You're just kind of playing everything out in your
Exactly,
head, and it's
yeah.
just like, wow, this is like, I don't know why I forgot, or didn't realize, but like this is crazy good storytelling, as
Mhm.
it should be. I mean, it's a book.
Yeah.
Like that's where most storytelling started, in books and stuff.
Yeah, no, it was exciting because that part that I just got to in the book, it was I could only compare it to like the plot twists in like God of War Ragnarok. That feeling I was having, I was like, dude, this is fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hitting on
Like an
that,
adrenaline rush almost.
a better explanation of what I was just trying to say about like that feeling of like a new media. So, a buddy I work with, he's really into Star Wars, and he got into like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Mm.
So, anime-esque, but you know, it's not anime, it's just like cartoon animation. But
Americanized anime.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But he got really into that. So, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to bring up Attack on Titan to him. I think he could get into it. So I
Yeah.
told him about it. I was like, dude, just please, honestly, just watch the first episode. You're going to be hooked.
Yeah.
But like that experience, like if he watches Attack on Titan, I guarantee his mind will be blown, just because like he's never tried anime. Like
Yeah.
a good anime, peak anime, like peak storytelling, like plot twists and stuff.
Yeah.
Like experiencing that's that feeling I was trying to hit on, where like when you like start reading, you're like, oh my gosh, this is like a whole nother world.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah. I agree. I tried to get Ashley to. We watched I think most of the first episode, maybe the full first episode, probably over a year ago, and she couldn't get into it, unfortunately.
What was it?
The first episode of Attack on Titan.
Really?
Yeah, I tried to.
Wow. And
Yeah.
the thing is, like, that is the perfect.
But you can't
Like-
go into it like, oh, it's just a fucking cartoon, you know?
Yeah, I mean, but
not that she did, but
that's why I was saying
a lot of people just
my
on and
buddy at
off.
work, he would be the perfect candidate because he's just already into like some animation stuff,
yeah.
and this is like the perfect, in my opinion, like starter anime if you're into like more mature themes, just because it's not super silly, it's not
Yes.
super over the top tropey with, you know, anime. It's not like scattered with like anime tropes that are like borderline cringe. Like it's like just a good story, good characters, good depth.
Yeah.
Fucking some of the best like action you'll ever see.
100%, dude.
Dude.
Especially in the finale. There's some crazy
Ah,
fucking
dude, I'm
scenes.
so hyped. But just any scene with like Levi and
Oh, yeah.
the Beast Titan. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good. But I'm hyped for that. I'm going to get there very soon.
Yeah, no, they fucking... That's the... Anime nowadays, like 2023 made shit. I mean, obviously a few years ago, but it's peak animation days.
I would say anime within the last 5 years.
Yeah, for sure.
It's definitely like where would you even say?
Since,
I feel like it
since
almost
the Broly movie, shit's been fucking
I mean,
just
I was
transcended.
gonna say since like My Hero Academia.
That's true, yeah.
And up,
Yeah.
you know. So like, what was that? Like 2015, 2016.
Yeah.
You know, stuff has just been on point, dude. But at the same time, like everyone's been fucking making an anime.
Yeah.
You know, you've had so many like new anime within the last, 8 or so years.
Yeah, it's hard. I can't keep up at all.
Yeah. We definitely need some more fucking like Attack on Titan stuff though.
That's what I want. I
Just,
want
like,
some
more
serious shit.
brutal, mature, serious shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to watch Invincible. New season's out.
It's out?
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Just came out.
It's so hard to keep up with stuff nowadays.
You're telling me, dude.
Like again, I know you feel the same way and you've been playing wrestling, but like you want to play a game, but it's like, damn, I got this show, I got Gen V, I got Invincible, I got rewatch Attack on Titan. New movies.
I know. After I finished
Like
Attack
real
on
life
Titan,
shows and shit.
Yeah, after I finished Attack on Titan, I was like, do I want to watch like another anime? I just had that like itch. I was like,
Yeah.
I want to, but I kind of want to play a video game.
Right.
I just don't have enough time to do everything.
Yeah, unfortunately. That's why I'm going to really I'm going to try to just do a lot during this 6-day break, just catch up on stuff and like play some games. Like I really want
There
to
you go.
not have plans, but
Mhm.
just do things that I want to do. Treat myself.
I love that
know
for
what
you.
I'm saying?
You
Thank
need this.
I need this. I deserve this.
You do. I've been working hard.
I have been working a lot. But yeah, going back to wrestling, is that a game? Because I kind of like I want to get a wrestling game. I just want to get a game like that. That's almost like
Mindless.
but you want to play with friends, like
Yeah.
kind of party animals. But like I would be down to get wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Like how do we just fight each other, or can we be on the same teams?
Oh, yeah.
Can we go through a campaign? Like what can you do
Uh,
multiplayer wise?
I don't know if you can go through a campaign. I'm not too sure. There's like fucking...
Do you have to
8
choose
different game
if you're
modes.
like the heel?
oh, yeah, dude.
What's the term for like the good guys?
Babyface.
Babyface and the
Yeah.
heels? Oh, okay. That's so,
So
weird.
it is. I don't understand it, but I just started the actual like story mode, I guess, last night.
Like, what is that like for a wrestling game? Is there a story?
Yeah.
Oh my
So,
gosh, that's crazy.
In this one, you get debuted. So I guess WWE's like on social media posting and shit.
Is Logan Paul in this game?
Yeah, he is.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What the...
Dude, he's a good fucking wrestler. I can't lie.
No, everything
He's
I've
so
seen,
good.
like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah. But the WWE, like at the start of the game, they're like advertising you like before you debut, because you're like a veteran wrestler from like all these other companies. Like you wrestled in Japan, Europe, Mexico, and they're like, get ready for the lock. That's what they call you.
The lock.
Yeah,
You don't get to
like
choose
you're
that?
locked in.
Oh, okay.
And well, there's like a whole fiasco. Like your character's like, well, that's not my name. That's like not my identity. Not my identity. That's not who I want to go by. And they're
Mhm.
like, trust me. And then
Is it
eventually,
so like cheesy in the best way.
yes, yeah.
Ah,
It's
hell yeah.
very-
You gotta have that. It's a
yeah.
wrestling game.
Yeah, very drama based. And then you come out, first match, you go, there's a dude named Sami Zayn who's been wrestling for a while. He has the Intercontinental title. He's like, I fucking beat everybody. I need somebody to come out here right now and try to take this title from me. And he's standing in the ring doing his whole spiel. And then that's when you debut.
Mm.
So I beat the fuck out of him and took the title on my first day.
Hell yeah.
And you can lose, and you get to choose your path, which way you want to go. There's 2 different story modes, I believe. I probably, if you pick a female character, there's a lot different dialogues and stuff. So it's like
Right.
pretty complex. The fucking customization is endless, dude.
Do you get to like choose your own like special move type thing?
You get to choose your entire moveset.
Wow.
There's like thousands of moves, dude. It's insane.
Holy cow. Are you healing your way through the game?
I'm like in the middle. I'm like a
the
neutral character. I'd
Is
say.
there a term for the neutral
No,
character?
boring, probably.
Boring.
Yeah, I'd say I'm like more babyface than anything.
Oh,
But like
okay.
if I'm trying to play it how like I would.
Right.
So
Do you, because I know in wrestling, like obviously there's a lot of drama going on, but I know some people eventually like start dating. Like,
yeah.
like is that in the game? I think of Def Jam, Fight for New York. Like
Yeah.
that was a random thing they thrown in there.
I'm
You
sure-
can have like a girlfriend, and there's like multiple you can choose from.
Yeah,
and shit.
I'm sure you can probably romance a superstar at some point. You know, that's what they are, superstars.
Do you show up on
but-
like magazines? Does it have that whole thing?
I'm very early, dude.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Because
telling
I
you, it's
know
like super early.
Kansas was playing like an NHL game
Mhm.
with like Andre and all of them, and part of the game, the career mode, is you have to have press conferences and stuff.
Oh,
You
that's
have
cool.
to like answer correctly. So I don't know how in depth they went into it.
Yeah,
Um,
so what I've played so far is like you have this like menu, you have a phone, you can like post on like your socials, you can answer your DMs with like different characters.
mhm.
There's like different avenues you can go to before like the main story mode, to do shit like upgrades and
It's a
stuff
wrestling
like that.
sim.
Yeah, quite literally, you were playing the WWE.
Right. Wrestling sim sandbox
Yeah,
game.
but it's fucking cool. Customize your entrance, customize your character.
The music, like intro
You
music.
can have your own music. You can do fucking anything.
That sounds.
It's insane.
Yeah, as someone who's like not against wrestling but not a wrestling fan, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, there's
Sounds
actually
pretty
this one section of the game, which is just like a different game mode,
Mm-hmm.
and it's you're basically following John Cena through his career, but you're playing his opponents
Oh.
and everybody he's lost to.
Oh, okay.
So
Interesting.
you basically have to go through like move by move, like how they did it.
Oh, really?
Not like to specifics, but you have to meet like a criteria, like, and he kind of narrates it. So like when you're reading it, like what to do, he's like, at this point in the match, I hit the Undertaker with a DDT or something. So you have to like, or sorry, the Undertaker hit him with the DDT. So you would have to use the Undertaker, hit him with the DDT, and then it would go to the next prompt. And then
That sounds pretty random though. Like a random like game mode. to
it
have in
is,
there.
but it's fun.
yeah. Well, as long as it's fun.
Probably a shitty explanation, but it is cool.
Sounds interesting.
Because
I'll
John
say
Cena's
that.
coming to an end in his career in the WWE. So
Like an end, like he's
Pretty much.
done, not coming back.
um,
Or is he gonna come back?
I'm
2
sure
years
he'll
later?
come back like The Rock does and shit like that. But like an
Right.
end to like his full time career. You know, he's Hollywooded up now. He's in movies and shit now,
Oh,
like
yeah.
The Rock.
Tons of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
Yeah. Can't blame him there. I mean, at one point, The Rock was like the highest paid actor.
He still is.
Still?
He still is.
That's
yeah.
crazy. I'm not gonna lie though. I love seeing him and shit. I don't know what it is. I just love seeing him.
Action movie guy.
I mean, that's I know what it is. What am I saying? I know what it is.
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
did you hear about that movie?
I did. I randomly seen it. Because I know it's still pretty new news.
Explain it. Explain it to the audience. What's happening?
So, I don't know all the details. I don't even think there's a lot of details out, but we are getting a live action The Legend of Zelda movie.
Yeah. So they
Not
just
a series.
they just started
movie.
production on it.
They just started production.
And it's with Sony Studios, which is crazy.
I
Nintendo
know,
versus
right?
Sony.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
So I did find that it's directed by Wes Ball. So that's a guy who is best known for the Maze Runner trilogy. Derek Connolly is penning the adaptation. So he worked on Detective Pikachu, and apparently he's working on a Metal Gear Solid film that's in the works too.
See, that would be pretty
But
cool.
I feel like that's like he has a lot of responsibility because he's working on that adaptation. Like, how do you bring these games where, you know, you're this voiceless hero, you know, that just doesn't talk, and how do you bring that to the big screen, you know?
That's true.
Without,
I mean,
I really hope they don't make it just like a fucking comedy movie, you know?
dude, that would be awful.
Don't do that. I feel like people would hate that. But
maybe
yes.
a chicken scene is fine.
Oh, I mean, yeah, there's going to be some like humor aspects to it. But yeah, so he's Derek Connolly is penning the adaptation. But what's really cool is it's partly produced by Shigeru Miyamoto.
Yep.
And that's the guy who created The Legend of Zelda. And you know, you hear growing up like directed by this guy, produced by this guy, executive producer. I never knew what any of that shit really meant.
Right.
So, what does a producer do, you may be asking? So, a film's inception to completion is spearheaded by the film producer. They handle planning, coordination, casting, directing, editing, finances, marketing, and distribution. So, again, if you have the guy who created The Legend of Zelda partly producing this, I think we're in good hands.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not too worried. I think this is going to be dope. People have wanted this for so long. If I could have chose, I would have wanted this to be like almost like a Miyazaki style, like animated film. I think I would have preferred that. But like, you know, real life adaptation, like I'll take that too.
Yeah. I would like it as close to the video game as possible, but I don't mind, because like this is a realistic one to make as a live action adaptation, right?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, versus like a
Mario,
which they've done, but
Yes.
like we know how that went.
but like it's a guy with a sword trying to save a princess, you know,
Yeah, he's stylized in a way to where it's kind of realistic. It's obviously cartoony, but it's like he's like an elf. You know, we have, you know, live action movies with elves and high fantasy and stuff. So like it's been done. It can be done really well.
Some of the monsters are going to look pretty dorky, but like the goblins
probably,
and shit.
But like, I mean, we don't know what the story's going to be, but we obviously know what big characters are going to be in this.
Yeah, like if they don't have Ganondorf, then is it really a Legend of Zelda game?
I mean, please have Ganondorf. But like
power, courage, wisdom. Come on.
Like that's like I don't even know who they would cast as Ganondorf, but either way, like that's gonna be badass when you see Ganondorf live action on like on the big screen. You said Batista?
Probably.
Please. I mean, maybe the Batista build. You know, have a big build, but please not Batista.
Not his voice.
It's just fucking little Matt Mercer cosplay. Oh gosh.
That would be funny.
But yeah, we're getting a The Legend of Zelda movie, so that's it's in the works.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're getting it. That's pretty hype.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, no, I'm excited too. Not too excited just yet because I'm sure we got a while.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I don't want to get like super stoked and, you know, not going to get it for 2 or 3 years. Yeah. But it's cool that we're finally getting that. It's about time.
I'm just curious what time frame they would do it. Like what story are they going to go with?
No telling, man. Absolutely no telling. Which timeline?
Yeah.
You know?
I think if they did like Breath of the Wild, that one would be pretty cool with all like the constructs and shit. That would be pretty easy to do, I feel like.
But if like I guess you know, think about it from a like a business standpoint. Like, do you want to start in the beginning just so you can make tons and tons of movies?
Well, the thing with The Legend of Zelda is
you can literally go anywhere.
You can keep going.
Well, the thing is, what they may do is almost like a Marvel type thing, to where you have shows, movies, cartoons where it's all just fleshing out the story and just kind of like, oh, well, this cartoon actually takes place in between 3 and 4, and it fleshes out why this happened, why you have this in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so all that gray area in the Legend of Zelda, this movie could be then, just filling in that spot.
Yeah,
Never know. Never know.
that's true.
Could answer some questions that we have to like, hey, why is this like this in this game?
Mm-hmm.
This movie could answer it. There's many directions they could go.
Now we'll never get the answer on what's canon or not.
Oh yeah.
Now there's a new one.
Or this is like Pokemon where it's just going to be its own fucking
Yeah.
universe.
Which I could
Multiverse
definitely see them doing that. It would be unfortunate, but
Yeah. But I will say casting, that's a big deal.
yeah.
Like it's got to be pretty spot on.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I've ever seen anybody and I've thought like, wow, that they actually look like Link. But like it's got to be pretty spot on.
Yeah. I feel like it's got to be like a, I don't know, 18-year-old clean-shaven kid. Maybe a little, like a slim build.
Yeah, he's got to have some type of physique.
Yeah.
Like you said, like a slim build.
Got
Not
to
just
be like on the
skinny.
shorter side.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Hey, I got to give it to Link. Link is a short king.
Yeah.
He's one of, I was going to say us, but he's with me. Short kings. We got to stick together. But yeah, Legend of Zelda movie in the works. I know you've seen this next point. What we're getting next month?
Hold on.
First
Oh,
look at.
fuck.
Tell us, what are we getting next month?
So next month, if you do not know, we are getting the highest. Sorry, we are getting a trailer for the highest budgeted movie ever in production. Sorry, a trailer of that video
Highest
game.
budgeted game.
Yes.
Oh, you said movie.
Did I? Oh, my bad. Yeah, video game.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Video game. So yes, I did see that this is like the most expensive game to date.
Yeah, between $1 and $2 billion. Which, sorry, it's GTA 6.
Yes, it's Grand Theft
GTA
Auto
5
6.
was a little over $1 billion to make.
Damn. I will say, I don't know how legit this is. I did not do any digging, but I seen it wasn't even like a clickbait video I watched, but it was something I was reading and it was talking about. It was probably just speculation. So apparently, this may be the first Grand Theft Auto where we have like a female protagonist, or at least have the option. I feel like there should just be the option.
Mm-hmm.
But it was talking about NPCs and them all having different stats and them all having different daily routines. And apparently, even when the game is not on, like they are aware and are doing daily routine shit. I mean,
AI's gone too far.
I think it's like AI. I mean,
Yeah.
like, how would you have that? I feel like the only way to really have that realistically would have to be like the game's always connected to like the internet somehow.
Yeah.
But like I can
Or
see
it's
that
just
because
like
a lot
a
of games are
cycle.
like that.
So at like 421, it's always going to be doing the specific
Oh,
thing. And it just
yeah.
runs like a 24-hour or maybe like a weekly cycle.
So this
Who knows?
character's here. So like if you boot up the game at that time, like those characters are already there doing
Yeah,
those
probably
things.
something similar.
So, but that would be crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Just how long that took to fucking, create that, put that in the
I mean-
system and, code that. And that's crazy.
GTA 5 came out 12 years ago. Isn't that fucking nuts?
That is nuts, especially since aren't they like still releasing content?
Hold on, no.
for
10 years ago.
online?
I think it was 2013.
It was 2013. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
2013. So yeah, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Still nuts. 2 console generations ago.
But yeah, they're still making fuckloads of money on that game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely one of the greatest games
I
ever.
mean, but like I guess that is how you make a game like that. Like that's what Bethesda wants to do for Elder Scrolls 6 is to make a game where it's like, hey, you will be playing this 15, 20 years into the future.
Yeah.
Which they did that with, not Bethesda, but they did that with Grand Theft Auto 5. Like
Mhm.
people are still playing this shit out of this game.
Dude, this
So I can't even
trailer-
imagine Grand Theft Auto 6. People are going to be playing this forever.
This
Which
trailer
they're
is-
hoping
Yeah.
because it's going to take them forever to make the next one,
It's gonna be
whenever that
nuts.
is. But yes, I mean, for this to be something that people have wanted for so long, like you can't just give us a teaser.
Oh no.
Like, you better give us like
if it's just
a
like GTA
gameplay.
6, I'd
Yeah.
be so pissed.
Don't give us that Elder Scrolls 6 equivalent bullshit.
Yeah.
Give us like a gameplay trailer.
I mean, I remember
Show us some
how
mechanics.
yeah.
Go over some things.
I remember how mind-blowing the GTA 5 trailer was. And like it still was beautiful. I mean, that game's still beautiful to this day.
Yeah.
But
Still holds up.
GTA 6 is going to be mind-blowing.
I can't imagine. Like, people are going to how can I say it? I was going to say like lose their lives playing this game just cuz they're playing it so much, and it's like probably the closest thing. It's going to be the closest thing to like a real life simulator.
Yeah.
Which is, I guess, kind of scary, but like it's going to be crazy.
I mean, it's funny you say that because GTA 5 is still one of the most played games, like as of this moment on Twitch.
Oh yeah, and they have
And
that
they have the
role playing.
RP servers, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I've seen some like gameplay of that where people are playing cops and like
Yeah.
firefighters and shit.
You can literally open up your own burger joint. You could be the manager at a burger joint. You could
That's
have
crazy.
fucking employees.
That's pretty cool though.
You could be a fucking homeless guy if you want to. You could do anything.
Yeah, I can see people getting just like so immersed and lost in that.
Like imagine just getting off work just to go to your job in GTA 5.
Who was it? I was talking to my buddy at work, and he was telling me about like some athlete, like a football or basketball player, but he was saying in an interview that when he's like done with games or not training, he just gets on Farming Simulator and just plays for hours.
Ken.
I mean, pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just funny. Like you get off work to, in a weird way, do some more work, but digitally. But yeah, no, I'm not even like the biggest Grand Theft Auto guy, but like that's exciting. I'm excited to see it.
I played so much of GTA 5.
Yeah, you did.
I'm super stoked for it. Day one.
Some other
Purchase for me.
little bit of news I found really quick. So, Pokemon.
Oh my god.
So, we have an official release date
Yes.
for
I forgot to put that
the
down.
Indigo Disc. For the Indigo Disc. And what's interesting about the Indigo Disc, well, first off, the Indigo Disc is to release December 14th, 2024. 2023, sorry. Oh my gosh, we're not getting it for a whole another year.
No.
So December 14th, 2023. But for you to even be able to play it, you have to beat the Teal Mask.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense because there is a story going on, and this just continues the story where the Teal Mask left off. But I don't know. I just wasn't expecting that. I don't know why. I just didn't really think about it. Yeah, you have to beat the Teal Mask. So that does lead me to a question. When do you think you're going to hop back on Pokemon, Robert?
Honestly, probably when this next DLC releases. I was thinking about that when I'd seen that it releases in December. I was just like, well, there's really probably 10 to 15 hours worth of DLC in the first one.
If you just like want to get through the story, probably.
Yeah.
If you want to do some shiny hunts,
I mean,
and
yeah,
maybe do everything.
I can't include that as DLC stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
Well, just
some of the Pokemon are.
Yeah, all the new Pokemon that were introduced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I wait, I'll have a much better time,
So we
and a
just
lot
go
more
from it
time to
to the
just
next
like,
one.
yeah,
Yeah. Just immerse yourself in
pretty much.
both of them. I gotcha.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That way I'm not taking time off, then going back to it,
Yeah.
because then I'll probably not want to be in the state to where I want to play it again, you know?
Oh, that is true.
Because,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
since I played Scarlet and Violet to now, I'm not, like, dying to get on it.
I need new Pokemon.
Yeah. Which,
Yeah,
I mean,
obviously you haven't started the Teal Mask yet.
yeah. I do love Scarlet and Violet, don't get me wrong. I just, like, the performance pissed me off on that game.
Oh. If anything pissed me off, it was just a Pokemon game. There was, like, nothing really fresh and new, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, fresh and new enough. Obviously, they're adding new stuffs, new gimmicks,
Mm-hmm.
but I just wasn't super impressed with it. But yeah, I mean, it's fun.
Speaking of DLC,
Yeah.
Chucky just got added to Dead by Daylight.
How does that work? How the fuck does that work?
I thought the same thing because I was watching a stream while playing
The fuck is it?
WWE. I was like just watching a stream because that's like one of my go-to like
Just have on the screen.
Yeah.
Dead by Daylight
Yeah,
stream.
because they're just fun. They're easy to watch. Blah blah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was like a small trailer I guess they released, and it was like of like a knife set with a knife missing on a counter, and that was the only teaser they had. People were speculating Chucky, but they were like, "How would you add Chucky? He's like 2 foot tall."
Right.
So I was just like, I don't know if that's Chucky or not, but it does kind of seem like it.
Yeah.
And that would be fucking awesome if it was, because I love Chucky. And it is.
So it's confirmed.
Yes.
It's definitely Chucky.
He came out yesterday or the day before on their test server.
So how does he play?
Apparently,
is he a little bit bigger? Did they have to make him bigger?
No. So it's pretty interesting. I guess he is still pretty tiny, so he's going to be hard to see. But I think they nerfed some aspects with him. Like his power is basically like a run forward and like a hold left mouse button and he like runs forward or something like that.
I feel like he would have to be nerfed because him being tiny alone is like such an advantage.
And you know how the pallets,
it's hard to see.
You can drop the pallets.
Yeah.
He can go under the pallets after you. So that's like another big thing.
Right.
So how do you think he picks them up? How does he pick up bodies?
That is so true. I didn't even think about I didn't even think about that. Does he possess them and then like fucking hang themselves or like jump on them?
No, he's not able to do that.
Because isn't he like a doll possessed by something?
Is he was basically reincarnated into Chucky.
Oh, okay.
So Charles Lee Ray is the murderer, the serial killer, Chucky. That was his, Chucky is short for Charles.
Right.
And he did a like voodoo ritual thing. And his spirit basically went into Chucky.
Gotcha. So how does he do it?
And that's pretty much what happens. He will, I guess, like summon his spirit figure of some sort. Like he'll summon Charles in like a shadowy form, and he'll pick him up, and he'll have Chucky like over his shoulder, just like looking crazy, and he'll pick up the body and put it on a hook.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty creative. I mean, not lore accurate by any means, but I mean, what do you do?
I mean, yeah.
I seen before it got released, they were like, "How is Chucky gonna pick people up?" And somebody was like, "Oh, he's gonna put them in like one of those little red flyer wagons and just stroll
that
them
would have been
around."
really funny.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-dee-doo-da.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure they got the original voice actor and everything, and it's pretty wicked.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So I think he'll definitely be up there as one of my favorite killers, hopefully. If he plays good anyway. I haven't played Dead by Daylight in a long time.
You plan on picking it back up?
I mean, I go through spurts. It's nothing I can play like for too long.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got anything else?
So I was kind of just looking for, probably missed like the best segue to say this, but I was talking about games I want to try out.
Okay.
So probably should have said this a little earlier, but just some games that are either just came out or coming out really soon that are like on the horizon for me that I want to play. Harvest Moon, surprisingly. Harvest Moon, The Winds of Anthos. I've watched a few review videos. It seems really good. This is like the first like open world Harvest Moon game.
Is it out already?
That one is out. That one's out. I'm starting to feel that like JRPG itch a little bit. So Star Ocean Second Story R. I want to play that. That is actually I would probably say a remake. A remake of a PS1 game. I think this is the second Star Ocean game to come out and many people's favorites.
It does look pretty good.
Oh, you've seen it?
Yeah.
So you've seen it's that really cool
it's
like
3D,
2.5.
but yeah.
Yeah, I think they've termed it like 2.5D. It's very it looks like the Octopath Traveler. I think Triangle Strategy had that same style of graphics, but where in Octopath Traveler, like even the environments are like that same kind of pixel style. The environments in this game are like 3D. So it's like really meshing together the 3D and that 2.5D. It's really cool.
Yeah, Adam Blank, that's one of his favorite games this year.
Is what?
What is it?
Oh, Sea of Stars. You're thinking Sea of Stars.
Oh, shit, you're right.
Isn't that what that game's called? Sea of Stars?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different.
I mean, that game looks really good, too. But Star Ocean Second Story R. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections. I've kind of been feeling somewhat of like a fighting game itch too, and this is a new one coming out in the Ninja Storm series. It looks pretty good. This game has a roster of over 100 characters. I would say it's like probably a complete roster.
Holy fuck.
This one comes out November 17th, but everything I've seen on it looks pretty sweet.
That's still 1% of Dragon Ball Z's entire character roster.
Yeah. Persona 5 Tactica, obviously. That comes out the same day, November 17th. And one that I forgot about that snuck up on me, but Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1.
Oh, that's been out.
That is out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that came out last month, but that includes the first 3 games. I think it even includes like digital strategy guides, comic books, like the game scores, like the music, the soundtracks, and all that. So it actually includes a lot of cool stuff. But that's a series I've been like wanting to like really try to get into for a long time.
3-hour cutscenes, baby.
I mean, yeah. Well, that's mainly for the 4th one. So whenever Volume 2 comes out, I'm sure that'll be on there. But yeah, so those are definitely the 5 that I probably want to play soon. Well, 6 including Let's Go Pikachu.
Not bad.
But yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Well, you had a little game segment for me.
Yes.
Queued up.
This is something I may do somewhat regularly. I just think it's kind of fun for me, and I think it's just a fun game to play. And we kind of did somewhat a version of it last week with was it last week or the week before? I think it was last week.
It was last week.
Yeah, last week, where it was Who's That Pokemon? So we did a Gen 1 edition because we were going through our Pokemon lore series, and we got to Gen 1. So we were picking out Pokemon, Who's That Pokemon? But we would do like, we would zoom into certain parts of the Pokemon or obscure the image to some extent or put like some weird effect on it. And then based off what was given, we'd have to guess what that Pokemon was. So I did that, but it's, maybe we maybe we should just call it Who's That? Who Dat? So who's that character? We're not doing Pokemon for this, but who's that character?
I'm going to go ahead. Oh, God. What the fuck is that? It looks like...
It's a pussy.
It looks like a horse pussy or some shit. Looks like you downloaded some furry porn.
Oh, God. I can promise you it's not that.
So, first thought, Beast Titan?
That is a Beast Titan.
Okay. I was like, it looks maybe...
That's like
maybe like a great ape.
Right here. So that's actually, the top of that is starting his like 18 pack he has.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, that definitely looks pussy-like.
So that is, I guess technically, that's probably his pubes. Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say great ape if not, but...
But yeah, no, that's a
close
Beast
enough.
Titan. So this, I don't think any of these are super hard, but I think I did it harder than what I gave you last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
and
yeah,
next,
Beast Titan.
that would be...
This is more of an abstract one.
Definitely. I'm blanking on the name. Oh man, Trunks. Goku's dad. It is. You know what's fucked up?
What's fucked up is you don't know the fucking name.
No, I know. I literally have Turles in my head, which it is not. But I'm blanking on Goku's dad's name.
I will give it to you that yes, it is Goku's dad. Which I was pretty happy with this. I just thought this was cool.
Yeah, how can I
like doing this whole abstract thing.
How can I come up with Turles and not fucking
yeah, seriously, that one's
Hold on.
niche.
Bardock. Got it.
Shame. Still shame on you though.
Yeah, definitely. Took me way too long to guess that. That's a very good one though. Would you fucking cut it out and just, or you just drew it up real quick?
I had a couple layers
the scar.
there.
I didn't even realize.
I had a couple layers there, and I was like, all right, well, obviously he has the bandana, and he has like the wrist wraps, the leg wraps, the sand pauldron things, the scouter. I wanted to do like that kind of Goku-esque hairstyle because they have the same hair, but it's going over top the bandana part, the scar, and then the obvious eyebrows.
I love the wraparound tail.
The wraparound tail. You had to add that too.
That's sick. All right, next we got. Okay. I don't know if I know the character. Is it Ken or Ryu?
Is it who?
No, definitely not Ryu. Ken from Street Fighter?
No, I see where you're going, but no.
Do I know this character?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
What the fuck? It's a blue bandana with some brown hair sprouting from the top of it.
Well, we'll get to it. If you can't come up with it, I'll show you the actual image.
Can I... Is this the correct orientation?
Yeah, that's
That's an eyebrow at the bottom.
Possibly.
It's got to be. I know this character?
Yeah.
You're 100%.
Yes. Absolutely.
It's not a Street Fighter character. Then I don't know. I don't fucking know Street Fighter.
I mean, I'm
I know
not saying
Ryu.
yes or I'm not. Yeah, I mean,
All right.
it's a character. I don't want to give you any more hints. I got to make it somewhat hard for you.
Yeah, I'm not.
You may be a little disappointed in yourself. Maybe.
Really?
Maybe. I mean, again, I was trying to make it. I didn't want to make it too easy.
Looks like some fish on the bandana. Maybe. Can't really quite tell. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say, Yeah, maybe the bandana would be a good hint. I didn't really pay attention to the bandana.
Oh, wait.
But there's something on there.
Is this the dude from Yu-Gi-Oh? No, he's got, I think, white hair.
Hold on, what guy from Yu-Gi-Oh?
You know fuck, what's his name? He has the, like, water deck. You remember what I'm talking about? I think he might have, like, a trident or something. He was the water guy.
No.
Anyway. Yeah, I'll give you this one. I don't know.
Okay, thank you.
Oh my god. Is this the Emperor?
Yeah. I was going to say, you know
it's
this
still
character.
kind of Squidward.
You
Squidward
know this
like,
character really
dude,
well.
you literally made Squidward right here.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, yes. Yes, I do. Is that the
Yes.
nude Emperor?
It's that scene where he's kind of laying down with you. Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, I noticed just from this spot right here.
Yeah, these are pretty fun to make and just kind of fuck around with the image.
That was good. Emperor from Baldur's Gate. All right. And last one, I believe.
Oh, this is probably the easiest one.
That is a villager from Minecraft.
Steve.
Yeah,
be exact.
it's Steve?
Yeah.
It's obviously Ganondorf.
Yeah.
But it is very cool.
Yeah, well,
it's
that
like
was...
like the bezel. What do you call that?
I couldn't even tell you what that like effect was, but I took it like a realistic image, and then I just took the colors and just used the main color to color all the areas.
Yeah, but
so it's still minimal, but you know you can tell it's him.
What are those like? I think you might have one in here. Yeah, you know, like the Mewtwo thing right there. What is that like? Those like
a kaleidoscope type thing?
No, those like little beads or like the little
perler beads?
Perlers, yeah. You could like this is like a template for perlers.
Oh,
if you wanted to make one.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
You could like print it out and just.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, let's
yeah,
fucking see.
Look at the actual images.
Let's see. Answers. Let's see. The Beast Titan.
It's just such a weird fucking build, dude.
Oh my god. It looks like he got an ass on his front.
I know. I was going to zoom into just that to where it looked like a hairy ass. But I was like, I'll give him a little bit of ab.
God, yeah, he does have a weird ass build. Okay. Bardock. Classic. Fuck, dude.
It was Waka. Got him.
Oh, man. Yeah, the fish kind of does.
Well, I was thinking of what's in the middle. I thought it was one of those.
Oh, a blitzball.
A blitzball.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Damn.
Yeah, I
did not think of Waka
I took it
at
from
all.
one of those kind of shitty CGI cutscenes in the
Pretty
game.
fucking good for 2001.
I mean,
dude.
yes. All right. Sorry. It is good for.
This is way
came
higher
out.
resolution, so I didn't even give this a thought.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn. This had to be from the HD remake.
Probably. It's not as like blurry and shit.
Or remaster. Damn. Pretty disappointed in myself.
I had a feeling.
Walker.
This is right before everyone sees. He's just like,
oh,
he
man.
opens it up. He's like, oh, sorry.
Damn. That's my lover right
Shadowheart disapproves, appears.
there. Literally. Oh, yeah, there he is.
But hey, you did good. You only missed one.
Oh, Matt Mercer.
Matthew.
That is true. Almost got there. Almost undefeated.
Yep, almost, buddy. You'll get him next week.
Well, that about wraps up this episode.
Anything else? Any final thoughts? Concluding words?
Concluding words. I will say this.
Okay.
I will see you in the next episode.
I will. You will. I will see you. You will see me. That is true.
Unless I go blind for some odd reason.
It's not impossible.
It's not. There's like a fucking rave at like a NFT event or some shit. You know what
That
NFTs
sounds,
are, right?
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
You know what the fuck are those called? Like the monkey. God damn, I'm blanking on it now. It's like that really high dollar NFT, which I mean NFTs are worth nothing now, like cryptocurrency and all that shit crashed. But they had like a bunch of lights, but they weren't like ones you were supposed to use for like a rave type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently there's like a shit ton of people in there that were all partying and stuff, and they got like burns on their fucking like eyes.
And they went blind?
They didn't go blind, but they're like going blind.
But their vision was definitely affected.
Yeah, like a shit ton of people went to the hospital for like eye damage and stuff like that from like the
Damn.
rays coming off of the lights.
That's a big yikes.
Yeah. So
That's
they're probably getting
That's
sued.
pretty recent?
Yeah, it was like maybe a few days ago, last week, something like that.
Damn. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's been episode 55 of the Hardcore Podcast. We will see you next week.
Peace.
Bye. This has been Digestive Biscuit.